Imagine you're on a flight, cruising 30,000 feet above the ground, when suddenly, a passenger stands up and makes a move toward the emergency exit door. The panic and confusion that must have rippled through the cabin are almost unimaginable. Well, this was the exact scenario aboard Korean Air Flight KE658 from Bangkok to Incheon on November 7, when one passenger tried to open the emergency exit door mid-flight. What happened next will leave you astonished. Stick with us as we explore every detail of this shocking incident. A man aboard the Korean Air Flight attempted to open the emergency door mid-flight, leaving the entire cabin in a state of chaos and fear. The passenger, who was traveling on flight KE658 from Bangkok, Thailand to Incheon, South Korea, was reportedly seen threatening the cabin crew and trying to access the emergency exit. This occurred on November 7, 2024, and it's only thanks to the swift actions of the crew and some brave passengers that a potential catastrophe was averted. This incident was first reported by the South Korean media outlet, Mail Business Newspaper, MK, which detailed that the man not only threatened the cabin crew but also tried to physically open the door. Let that sink in for a moment. He attempted to breach a secure door while flying thousands of feet above the earth. It sends chills down the spine, doesn't it? A video of the incident, shared widely on TikTok, shows the harrowing moment when the passenger, dressed in a white t-shirt, stood next to the emergency door, holding up his phone and pointing it towards cabin crew members. He then grabbed the latch, but within seconds, a female cabin crew member rushed in to intervene. The video, only 9 seconds long, captures the intensity of that moment, with the crew and other passengers stepping in to stop him before things could escalate further. Imagine the fear in that cabin as everyone watched the man try to force the door open. What could have motivated him to do such a reckless thing? Korean Air later revealed that the man had taken a seat reserved for cabin crew next to the emergency exit. Despite repeated requests from the crew to move back to his designated seat, the man outright refused. Instead, he chose to escalate matters by moving towards the emergency door. How would you have reacted in such a tense situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. The cabin crew acted swiftly, not only attempting to warn the man but also reminding him that trying to tamper with emergency doors during flight is a severe violation of Korea's Aviation Security Act. But the passenger showed no signs of listening. This eventually led to a tussle between him and the female crew member, prompting other cabin crew and even a fellow passenger to step in and subdue him. The man was eventually restrained and moved to a separate area of the plane, away from other passengers, as instructed by the pilot. What do you think about the crew's response to this emergency? Would you have intervened if you were on board? Surprisingly, despite all the chaos, the flight carrying 238 passengers managed to proceed to Incheon International Airport without delay. It landed at around 4:45 a.m., and the incident did not seem to affect the flight schedule. Upon landing, the passenger was handed over to the Incheon International Airport Police, and investigations into the case are currently ongoing. This isn't an isolated incident, though. Earlier this year, similar cases occurred on South Korean Airlines. In June, a 19-year-old under the influence of drugs tried to open a Jeju Airlines plane door mid-flight. He was stopped immediately by the cabin crew with the use of a lasso rope. And just a month earlier, in May, another incident saw a 33-year-old successfully open an Asiana Airlines emergency exit just before landing in Daegu. In that case, 9 passengers were sent to the hospital due to breathing difficulties. Incidents like these are a grim reminder of the vulnerabilities present even in tightly controlled environments like commercial flights. The quick actions of cabin crew, proper training, and the intervention of courageous passengers made a difference here. But we can't help but wonder, should airlines increase security measures to ensure passengers can't access such critical points without permission? Perhaps more education for passengers is required, or even stricter seating protocols for those in emergency exit rows. What do you think airlines should do to prevent incidents like this from happening in the future? Are the current penalties enough to deter this kind of reckless behavior, or do you believe stricter measures need to be in place? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to 2230 for more detailed and insightful news coverage. Your support helps us bring you the facts, and we love hearing your opinions on issues like these. Let's discuss it together.